Hey, true believers, it's LK here filling in for England Teen. We wanted to put up a quick video here to talk about the news that came out this evening. It appears, according to the trades, that Marvel has casted Silver Surfer in for the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. And to no one's surprise, it is a woman. So, actress, this is a report from the Hollywood Reporter. They've casted actress Julia Garner, most well known from the Netflix series Ozark. Um, she also apparently won an Emmy for some other show called Inventing Anna that nobody has seen, and she's going to be in the upcoming Wolfman. But according to the trades, Hollywood Reporter here is saying it's confirmed that she is going to be Shia LaBeouf, and the Silver Surfer. So, for those of you who may or may not know, Shia LaBeouf is the Empress of Zenn-La in the Marvel history, and also the lover of Norrin Radd, who becomes and is the Silver Surfer in the up till now the main continuity of Marvel Comics. The only time that Shia LaBeouf has had the power cosmic and been considered a Silver Surfer was in the the short mini series Universe X, which is a completely different timeline. So suffice to say that the uh, comic book fans here are not very happy with this casting, because again, you had a simple job. If you're going to have the Silver Surfer, make it the Silver Surfer. You didn't have to do this, and it looked like they had learned their lesson, at least from my perspective, when we got the teaser with the poster that made it appear that it's going to be a period piece. Looks like it's going to be set in the 60s. Overall, I didn't have a problem with the casting for the Fantastic Four characters. But this, at least to me, is a step backwards. Again, this is classic Hollywood where they're just picking and choosing characters from different universes, twisting things around to fit whatever their needs are. And again, makes me question what kind of story we're actually going to get from this. One other thing I did want to share from this, and we've already got it out from the AV Club, warning us fans, please be normal about Julia Garner playing Silver Surfer. So, of course, here's the preemptive strike from the usual suspects. Something happens to people when they read casting news from within the MCU, perhaps because the internet is built on a foundation of Glenn Danzig would make a great Wolverine. Some simply can't handle any time a slight swerve in casting. Well, again, and of course, this columnist, I'll be polite, is bringing up when people didn't like Michael Keaton. You cannot compare the two. Number one, people weren't necessarily fans of Michael Keaton because all they saw was a comedic actor playing a serious role. It was not casting. God, now I'm blanking on a female actress, Diane Lane, for example, to play Batman. That's not what happened there. Excuse me. This is completely different because, again, you're casting a female in what has for 60 years been a male character in the MCU. And if you're doing this, then it tells me that you're probably not going to be following one of the classic stories, that you're going to be, again, they're going to be taking bits and pieces out of it and fashioning it into whatever story they want to tell and what other themes they want to tell. So, that's all we have. I don't there so far. There's no official announcement as far as I know from Marvel. We just have what's going around in the trades. I don't think it's any coincidence that this information came out after the Disney annual shareholders call. Because if this had come out a day or two before, I think there would have been a different reaction. Oh, hey, look who pops in. Let me see here. Oh, there he is. He coming in. He's coming in. There's our fearless leader.
Hey, I actually can't see. I'm on my phone here. I didn't think when I mentioned it, I thought it was like, okay, tomorrow or something. But you went and said, let's get to it.
Well, I thought you wanted to get something out there. We can always do something and follow up tomorrow.
No, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah. I'm in the hallway of our new place.
All right.
Yeah, on the top floor. It is very cool. Basically naked right now. There's the downstairs. It's stairs that are tiny and steep.
Yes, that is a hallmark of town halls. I remember when I lived in one for a short time. So I brought up an article from the Hollywood Reporter announcing it. I haven't seen any official announcement from Disney on it, but it seems all the trades are reporting it. So
everyone's all over this. Yeah, the fact that they're going to do a female Silver Surfer, and of course you have all the people coming out with a lot. You hate women, that kind of bullshit and such. And
well, I had just put up here this article that the AV Club has up saying, "Oh, please be normal about Julia Garner playing Silver Surfer." So,
well, I think normal would be to say, "Why are you not doing Norrin Radd in the first Silver Surfer movie?"
Yeah,
that's normal.
Well, I mean, to go along with that, would you be shocked at all if Norrin Radd shows up and they kill him off, and the reason why Shia LaBeouf becomes the Silver Surfer is because Norrin Radd's killed and she has to take up the surfboard?
No, I actually think it's going to be exactly the origin of the Silver Surfer, Norrin Radd, the Silver Surfer, but it's going to be the female stepping up to save the planet and the love of her life instead of the guy. I think it's going to be something along those lines. Do
you think they'll flip the roles where he'll be the emperor and she saves it, or she'll still be the empress of Zenwa?
Oh, no, she'll still be the empress. I put out a post, and it was like this. I'm a mark. You know this. I am a mark for superhero films.
Yes,
I'm in. Mm-hmm. I had a tinge of hope for Madam Web, as I knew it was going to suck. I was still thinking there could be something to this. And there wasn't. I have no hope for this because I know there is no reason, there's no narrative reason to go with the female version of Silver Surfer, except to humiliate the male version. So this is it's not enough that they switch the gender of the character. They also have to make the normal character look like less than they actually are.
Yeah.
So to ask me, do I have any hope for this? I have none. I am going to watch this as a content creator. I will not be paying for it. The freaking flag is going to fly up as soon as it hits the pirate sites, and I will watch it. I am not giving a cent to this thing.
Yeah, my expectations now have greatly lowered. I was a little bit different. I mean, when that teaser poster dropped showing the cast of the Fantastic Four in there, I was like, okay, maybe they've actually learned their lesson. Looks like if they're teasing it that way, maybe it is going to be a period piece set in the 60s the way that it should be. Maybe this is how they're going to reset the MCU. I'm totally okay with that. I had fewer problems with the casting. I know a lot of people, don't like Pedro Pascal right now, but it's like, it's fine. There could have been worse.
Yeah, I would have still stuck with Krasinski, but I think the Pascal thing is more what he says offline and the fact that he's in god dang everything.
Yeah. Well, and there's also the fact too. If you look at a lot of his recent roles, he usually winds up playing a guy that's subservient to a female lead.
Yeah.
So there's that, which was giving expectations. But this casting, if it's true and accurate, really torpedoes things. Because
I will say this because I think this has to be said. It's kind of like the Rose Tico thing.
Yeah.
I actually like the actress.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her, of course. I mean, what was that show where with all the meth, or not the meth, but
Ozark?
Ozark. Ozark. Yes, I thought that was great, and she was really good in it. And she did this mini series afterwards where she played a girl conning everybody, and I thought she was good in that. I have nothing against Julie Garner, nothing at all.
Yeah, she's just an actress hired for a role.
And that's the way I felt about what's her name, Tran from Kelly Tran from The Last Jedi. It's not her fault. Any one of us would have played that kid. You and I would have played Rose Tico if they hired us to. It's just one of those things.
Well, again, this goes to, although there are exceptions like the activist actress upcoming in The Acolyte, but for the most part, actors don't really care about the roles that they get. They're just it's a job for them. It's definitely something that I've picked up over the last 5-10 years. The people that really, the actors and actresses that actually really care about a character that they've played is few and far between. And so like the Henry Cavills are the exception to the rule. Most of the time, it's just a job for them.
It's a job.
So in that respect, there should be no animosity thrown towards Julia Garner here. She got hired to play a role. It's fine. The problem is it's the role and what the decision makers decide.
Because you know what, we get called we get called phobe anytime we bring this up. And I think it's the times. Nobody blinked at Daredevil with Michael Clark Duncan playing the Kingpin, because it was done because at that time he was the best for the role. Nobody blinked when it was race swap or gender swap in the past, because there was always a narrative reason. You could trust that they were the best for the role. Now we know about DEI. Now we know that's their motivation. It's not to serve the story. It's not to make a better movie. It's to serve an agenda, a message. And that's why people are getting up in arms over this. It's because we know it's no narrative reason. I keep going back to what I think is a brilliant movie. Steven Spielberg remade West Side Story. And it was great. It was wonderful, except for one problem. He didn't use subtitles for the Spanish language parts, which had no narrative reason to do so. As a matter of fact, I think it hurt the movie, and I think it hurt the movie's box office because people were told, you're not going to understand half the film. But there was no narrative reason. It was done for purposes of signaling a virtue. And that's what we know all of these things to be anymore. It's not because Julie Gardner would be able to, if they cast Julie Gardner as the male Norrin Rad, you got to go, wait a second. Okay, maybe there's something to it. But no, they said, you know what? We're going to skip over what everybody knows and loves about the character. And we're going to go to this one obscure time or this one obscure universe where there was actually a female super. They saw a what if and they decided to make it real.
Well, it's not even necessarily a what if. It's go get your Universe X books slabbed and thrown up on eBay.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
Because that's what I've been reading, is that the only time that she has ever had the power cosmic was in the Universe X storyline, where she and Norrin teamed up to be the hero.
It's there. We got to use it in the movies. So yeah, it ends up being it's a bullshit decision. Once again, it's not done for storyline.
Yeah.
It's just done for the DEA or
Yeah.
It's not his term, but he made it his. The message,
Yeah. Well, And I mentioned too earlier that I think it's no coincidence that this is coming out after the Disney shareholder meeting.
Yeah, like they all said, fuck the poor and let's go. Because Bob Iger has been fucking up on every angle. I mean, there's nothing he's been doing that would be a right decision. But I said this already. I think somebody got to Bob. Somebody said, we want to buy Disney for this many $billion. So we'll give you $1 billion if you could get it lower than this price. That is a tinfoil hat, but I am telling you, I truly believe that happened.
I'm not sure about that because I think that would tarnish his legacy. I think he does care about that. But the whole thing now is there was an opportunity to make changes. They balked on it by hook or by crook. Disney was able to get their way. The board is fully theirs. So all the mistakes that they make in the next 6 months are totally on them. So we'll see if Bob Iger can actually do anything besides just buy companies.
Yeah, I know. At this point, please sell Marvel. Please sell Star Wars to somebody who cares.
Yeah. So, but that's pretty much it for right now. I mean, that's the big MCU news. Out right now.
By the way, I like Dark Admiral here with might as well cast Marissa Tomei because Aunt May was a herald once. The golden oldie. I believe she was also the golden oldie in the what was it, the assistant editors month, where they were literally throwing Twinkies to save Galactus to save the world.
Yeah, well, they had a golden Aunt May as one of the April Fool's things in Marvel Puzzle Quest this past week. So,
right, golden oldie
that you had to battle.
Yeah. So there you go. Thanks for starting this up, man. But that is the news. That's our opinions on it anyway. Mm-hmm. I'll let you do the outro if you would just want to make it a short one there. But since you're actually in control of the ship right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll just say too. I mean, we did an earlier anime show tonight, kind of as a test, and one of the things that I mentioned about some of the shows in this past season that I enjoyed were these were what we expect of as strong female characters that didn't have to be constantly self-assured and told how strong they are. That their actions and their demeanor and their personality showed they were strong characters. But they didn't demean, men. They didn't, they weren't negative anyway.
No, a strong female character is made stronger by being around strong men.
Yeah.
If you're around a bunch of college age simps, of course you're going to look better and stronger. I'm 53 years old. I look like more of a man than I actually am if I'm standing next to some of these college guys. So yeah.
But I mean, again, I think this is another case of we're going to get another, strong female character that is anything but. But that's a decision that MCU has made, and they're, as far as I'm concerned, they're circling the drain at this point.
Yeah.
So all right. So thanks for hopping on this late night stream here. We appreciate it. Wanted to get out the news of the day. Please like and subscribe. Leave comments down below. If you want to drop $1 in the bin here on the Ko-Fi, we appreciate it. And until next time, this is LK signing off. Thanks, England team, for hopping on here. And we will talk to you later, folks.
Have a good night. Be safe, guys.